Hello everyone, my name is Noel Soons. Today my presentation is on attitudes for success based on the nature of Saint Teresa of Calcutta. Mother Teresa was born in Albania on 26th August 1910. She was born to a very wealthy Albanian Roman Catholic family. She was 4 feet 11 inches tall and always weighed less than 40 kgs. She became an Indian citizen in 1948. She changed her name from Agnes Gonza Bozazio to Teresa. Out of reverence towards Indian culture, she always wore the white traditional Indian sari with a blue border. Mother Teresa died on 5th September 1997 when she was 87 years old. From the church, her body was carried on the shoulders of 8 military officers, escorted by another contingent of soldiers, preceded by a military band. Her body was then placed on the gun carriage that took Mahatma Gandhi to his funeral pyre in 1948. When Mother Teresa was alive, she was neither the smartest, nor the prettiest, nor the richest woman of her time. Then what made a crowd of approximately million people, including 400 dignitaries from 24 countries, turn out to pay their final respect to this diminutive Roman Catholic nun? To know this, let us understand the 7 attitudes of Saint Teresa of Calcutta. The first attitude is that she was very spiritual. Mother Teresa was brought up very spiritually by her parents. She was a woman of intense faith. She fervently believed that she had the ability to change the world, and she did change the way people looked at life and God. Pope Francis canonized Mother Teresa in 2017, and she came to be known as Saint Teresa of Calcutta. The second attitude is that she was unbiased. Love one another without prejudice of any kind. Mother Teresa never sought to convert those of other faith. Those who died in her hospices were given the religious rites appropriate to their faith. The poor and the needy started calling her mother due to her works, and mothers, as we all know, are always unbiased. The third attitude is that she was very courageous. Mother Teresa left her home when she was 18 years old to join the Sisters of Loreto in Ireland, and she never saw her parents again. She never married and dedicated her entire life all alone serving the poor and the needy. She courageously faced criticisms from human rights agencies for expressing her views against contraception and abortion, for not utilizing the millions of dollars received as donations for the purpose they were donated, and for saying that suffering is a gift from God. The fourth attitude is that she was very caring. Caring is a physiological act. Mother Teresa, along with her other fellow nuns, went door to door, knocking, begging for food and financial help. She devoted 60 years of her life caring for those without money, for those who were dying, for those without parents, and for those who were terminally ill and sick. When she won the Nobel Prize in 1979, she did not attend the ceremonial banquet, but instead asked for the funds to be donated to the poor. The fifth attitude is that she showed empathy. Empathy is a psychological act. Mother Teresa opened her first home for the dying in 1952, which allowed people to die with dignity. She lived among the poorest of the poor in the slums of Calcutta to serve the poor and the needy. The sixth attitude is that she did selfless service. Mother Teresa founded the Missionaries of Charity in 1950. Due to her selfless service, today the Missionaries of Charity consists of around 4,000 nuns across 100 countries. During the last 2 decades of her life, Mother Teresa faced various health issues, but that did not dissuade her from fulfilling a mission of serving the poor and the needy. Until her very last illness, she was very active in traveling around the world. The seventh attitude is that she was a very strong woman. Mother Teresa was emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually very strong. In spite of all the sacrifices, stress, struggles, hard work, criticisms, living among the poor and the needy, the terminally ill and the dying, she lived for 87 years. So friends, these were the 7 attitudes of Mother Teresa that made her successful in life and a saint after her death. At the end of life, we will not be judged by the number of diplomas or degrees or the designations we held. Nor are we going to be judged by the number of wealth or the possessions or the property that we have accumulated. We will be judged by, I was hungry and you fed me. I was naked and you clothed me. I was homeless and you took me in. Love and care for one another can transform our relationships with families, friends, colleagues, neighbors, and the world. A world where we love and care for each other without any selfish motive or deceit is a wonderful place to live in. So, like Saint Teresa of Calcutta, let us inspire the people to do the things that can change our world for the better. Thank you for listening to me.